Oh, we are?
Go ahead.
Okay, good.
Do I have to like lean in, or am I good like here, Roberto?
Perfect.
Good?
Perfect.
Version.
I'll kick it off.
You're on.
Well. Is this how you're done? It's not do it yourself, right, Roberto?
No.
That's right. Welcome back to the show, my friends. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman on 101 WRIF. Everything that rocks. Great Home Improvement Saturday. I got a great show lined up today. We've got Brian Lee from Metro Home Improvement in studio. Actually, he's co-hosting with me today. We have so much to talk about. But of course, let Brian come back. It's been a while since you've been on the show, right?
Yeah. I was on, I believe,
over a month ago.
No, it was in September. It was your second one.
Oh, well, there you have it. Well, the show's on fire. Welcome back to the show.
Absolutely.
Glad to have you here. Introduce yourself to the audience because as we know, the show's growing and we're doing really well.
Absolutely. I am Brian Lee. I'm the owner and founder of Metro Home Improvement. We are a local home improvement, restoration, renovation, and remodeling company, currently based out of Shelby Township, but we're building a new building and we'll be moving soon.
Where's the new building going to be located?
We're going to be in Macomb Township, centrally located. Getting excited about it. We're going to have everything all under one roof. We'll have a design, build, and we've got a nice big conference room and a showroom.
Let me ask you a question. Obviously you're growing, you're moving, you're making the moves. A lot of contractors are the last to adopt technology. They're the last to get rid of the yellow pad and paper. There's so many moving parts in a renovation project. And for everyone out there, Brian's and I have known each other over 20 plus years. He's one of the icons in the home improvement industry. He's been around a long time, and he, for the most part, is as good as it gets for like everyone else who thinks they are. He literally walks the talk, talks the walk, blah, 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 all of that. My point here is a lot of contractors, in my opinion, are the last to adopt technology, but they'll adopt one or not another, But it seems to me, Brian, that you're going all in everywhere. You're going to be using AI, you're using marketing, you got the podcast, you're videoing everything. I don't see a lot of contractors out there doing that.
Yeah, and the reason I think that they aren't is they're stuck in the old archaic ways, which home improvement has, everybody's been stuck in that because that's all they've ever known, right?
Okay,
so
yeah.
In the future, if you don't grow, you're going to be left behind. So, we're now doing. My son is using AI, and we're now doing these like Pixar cartoon videos almost with me in them, and they're actually kind of funny. I mean, I sent Roberto for instance, I sent it to him and he was cracking up. But these little Pixar videos,
Yeah.
they're I mean, believe it or not, these little shorts are the wave of the future. People watch them and they start cracking up. They're like, I got to call that guy.
Well, it's interesting you say that because I watch all your videos. Obviously, I've been in some of them and I've watched you evolve. And what's interesting is I look at it from a different perspective. Yeah, obviously it's entertaining. And yeah, I'm like, oh, what's Brian going to do this time? But I look at it from the aspect of content and what's the viewer learning. Like, if I'm a homeowner looking to do a kitchen, or I'm a homeowner who wants to finish a beautiful basement, like the picture you just recently put up there, does the homeowner look at it like, if I'm doing my basement, I'm calling this guy, or if I'm doing my basement, I'm never calling this guy? And because of your experience, and I believe you're one of the 1%ers, meaning your experience is longer and better than most 99% in the business in Metro Detroit. So your experience, without even trying, you're talking in a way where homeowners are like, oh my God, that's what I need. Look how everything ties together. The floor, the walls, the ceiling, it looks fresh. I don't think many contractors know how to give that feeling. Yeah.
Well, conveyance of the message has to be done in a lot of different ways. Yeah. So one of the ways that we've evolved is I'm putting myself out there. I put my face out there. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And what I'm doing is before I even run an appointment, the customer calls up, says, hey, I'd like to get a price on a basement. No problem. I'll come and see you. I don't have any pushy salespeople. It's just me. We're going to come out, educate you, and we're going to walk you through the steps. Before I even go out, I've got 70 videos that we've done on podcasts. You and I have done probably 10 or 12 together, right?
Yep.
I go, hey, you got a pen and paper? Write this down. Go to my YouTube channel, Metro Home Improvement, click on it, and you go to our podcast on the level. And the minute you pop on it, you're going to see me, and you're going to get to see the jobs before we even come to your house and put a hammer to a nail and start building. So what I'm doing is I'm prepping the homeowner and showing them this is the work that can be done. This is the work that will be done. And this is how we do things and why we do them this way.
Interesting point, and it makes sense, and I agree, and I'm glad. If anyone out there's listening, have a question for Brian, have a question for home improvement, text the studio right now. We're live, 248-927-1985. You can see us live on Hire Done YouTube. Go to Hire Done on YouTube. Go to Hire Done on Instagram. Hire Done on Facebook, X, LinkedIn. We're live on all the social media this morning. Brian Lee from Metro Home Improvement in studio with me. Brian, let me ask a question. You and I are collaborating on a garage project.
Yeah, huge one.
It's a 3-car garage. That is going to be used for storage more than a garage.
Well, it's a 2-story that we designed. Yeah.
2-story, 3-car though, right?
Yeah. 2-story, 3-car.
3-bay. I mean, I said it wrong. I apologize. But my point is you did demo yesterday.
Yes, sir.
However, we started a year ago.
13 and a half months to be exact. Not to correct you, but just to bring everybody up to speed how long it took.
Now, we're lucky. We have a fantastic homeowner, very patient.
Yes.
Put her trust in you.
Yep.
However, we kind of got railroaded by the city.
We did get what I'll call blindsided, sidetracked, and pushed off to the side.
So I don't want to be mean or cause any controversy with the city or anything because we're getting footings inspections, we're getting all these inspections, and the last thing we want is them to retaliate. However, I do believe the city is corrupt. I do believe they're no good. I believe everyone on there was pointing the finger at everyone else and nobody takes accountability. And this is a perfect example of a city that just doesn't care about its citizens.
But it goes back to the question that you asked me at the beginning about contractors. The city is stuck in old archaic ways, right?
Yeah.
So their zoning ordinance that they're referring to was 15 years old.
Correct.
Right. So they're going by zoning ordinance from 15 years ago that they don't even use those same building components today in today's construction.
But that's not even an excuse, okay?
But that's
it's
what
ridiculous.
They want with it.
They have money they spent, taxpayer money on. Let's get a consultant in, and let's get the consultant to give us the 20-year plan, and let's do this and let's do that. Yeah, times change, people change. They know that, and they also have the ability to approve things, even though the zoning is 13 or 15 years old. the building officials don't communicate with the community. They don't communicate with the zoning because they're like, oh, we adopted this, but that's not legal. And this is the Supreme Court.
In fairness, it wasn't the building official. Remember, it was zoning and planning. And
Right.
they couldn't get together to be able to communicate and then understand what was going on with
But
building.
it's still their fault. It's still their fault because you know why? If zoning and planning doesn't communicate with building department, what do you think zoning and planning do? They get the planning done. They want to zone it properly so the builders can build.
Well,
yes.
do you remember I got kicked out of a city zoning and planning meeting there because I spoke up and I
Yeah.
kind of laid it out for them. They told
Right.
me I could leave, that I
Yeah.
needed to go.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm sticking up for the homeowner, because they are stuck in old archaic ways, right? So they're not doing things that are up to 2025, 2026 standards and beyond.
Yeah.
We're into an iteration of the code book now, which is the 2021.
Right.
And these guys are still, right now, we're operating at 2015 through Michigan, but they've adopted in commercial the new 2021, and they're still stuck in 2015.
248-927-1985. If you have a question for Brian Lee from Metro Home Improvement or myself or any kind of home improvement question. Brian, so you got to deal with a job like that. But you're multiple people you deal with. You got a homeowner who's sitting there like, what the heck's going on? And then the homeowner's getting in her ear experts who think they know everything, who stir the pot, who are really basically toxic. And thank God the homeowner actually has common sense. Thank God the homeowner understands, all right, it's just that. It's just this. I'm going to put my trust and faith in Brian. And here we are now, 13 months later. The garage is demoed. Yesterday, we saw it and the momentum. Now this is where you get to shine.
Right. I brought in 8 guys. We demoed 2 garages.
Yeah.
2 garages yesterday in 6 hours. We demoed them. We packed them. We had return trip dumpsters. So we had the first dumpster there first thing in the morning. They cut up the garage. They got it. They laid it out real nice so we could haul a 40-yarder out. And then I had a return trip dumpster, came right back. We got it all demoed, cleaned up. And now I am ready Monday morning for inspection. And then the next step, which would be to see if we actually have footings.
Are you going to take those? I saw this. I went there, by the way, for everyone out there, I'm helping on this project and I went and visited yesterday. I noticed there's just obviously the garage slabs. Are they going to leave those? Because
no,
you're going to break them out?
Yeah.
Okay, you are.
Yeah, we're going to start with a fresh slate because we're pouring a monolithic poured slab. And then we're going to put a drain in it with a French drain in the front because we're incorporating a drain system from the second floor all the way through and into that French drain. So she has no water on the outside of that building. That's going to be creating an icy area in the winter.
Okay, so that's smart. That's actually smart. 248-927-1985. We got Brian Lee, Metro Home Improvement in studio. Don't forget, everyone, it's Shout Out Saturday. If you're a contractor and you're listening, you want to shout out, text us your name and what kind of contractor you are. We'd love to shout you out. And Brian, speaking of contractors, how are you when it comes to subs and all the team? You got pretty good. Are you always looking for new guys?
I'm always looking for new guys that want to join the team and don't want to work for 25 guys and want to work direct and have steady work. Always. Shout out to my guys, right?
Yeah.
This morning, Butch Lucas spent with me 39 years. Can you believe that?
Really?
39 years.
Congratulations. Hey, Butch. Shout out to Butch, 39 years.
Yep, 39 years. And then obviously Joe and Nick, my son Nick, they're with me. My son Trevor. I've just compiled a really good team. I learned a long time ago, you can only sit in one seat because you only have one rear end, right? So you got to be able to pass that off and delegate things. And I think what I'm doing right now with my guys is creating that. And we're going to create a company that I'm going to go back to my roots.
Sounds like you got a really good advantage.
It might be the Metro advantage.
We love that. I love that. Oh, my mind is just racing.
Well, let's not go off the rails there. Healthy.
Yeah.
Let's not hit the rails and speed off.
Yeah. So let's talk about 2026.
Yeah.
2025, a good year for you?
It was good, but it was, we had a drought from middle of June until the beginning of September. It was dry, nothing. And then September, right after Labor Day hit, and then I got slammed.
You did. I figured as much. But you know what? It's never, it used to be consistent. You used to be able to track business. Like it would be, January slow, February, a little bit of a couple phone calls. And then March, April, May, you'd get a ton of leads, start selling a bunch of jobs. June, July, August, it'd be flat, but you'd be building the projects. And then your kids are going back to school and all the homeowners are like, we got to get the kitchen, the basement, and started doing more projects. But this year, one month was great, and then one month we're like, another phone didn't ring, and then another month, what's going on? And then all of a sudden the people you quoted 3 months ago are calling, I'm ready. So it was a later start. Are you going to head into 26 with a lot more business?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Roberto's flapping his arms like he's going to fly away. Let's
take a break. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got you. I'm sorry. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We got Brian Lee, Metro Home Improvement, in studio. Again, don't forget, it's Shout Out Saturday, 248-927-1985. Text us. My name's Adam Help, and this is Hired Done. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Metro Home Improvement does it all. From the back door to the front, Metro gives you what you want. From room to room and floor to floor, Metro really gives you more. Metro Home Improvement, your one-stop shop for all your needs, guaranteed.
From Hired Done. Welcome to the podcast. As I told you earlier, I'm with Brian Lee from Metro Home Improvement, and we're at a new home that we're just putting the final touches on in Harrison Township. It had a big fire. Brian, tell me a quick history of this house.
So last year on May 18th, Joe, my project manager, my superintendent, and I got a phone call from a former client that their house was on fire. And subsequently, we were on our way to another job. We had to turn around, and we came back to the house here. And we rushed over, and there were 4 fire trucks in the driveway putting the fire out that actually started in the second floor. So ironically, just over a year and a couple days, we are now completed with the job, and we've got a couple of little small things to do. And you'll see walking through, the customer has their belongings, they're moving in, and it came out superb. I mean, just fantastic.
Yeah, we're obviously here in the kitchen, which is the focal point of this house.
Right.
Fantastic. I mean, ridiculously nice. Tell me a little bit about this.
So back when COVID happened in 20 and 21, we were having a hard time getting cabinets. So I reached out to a couple cabinet distributors, and we've got our own line of cabinets that we carry now that are exclusive to us. So as you see these cabinets here, these are our cabinets that we install and we purchase. They've got a multitude of colors. I mean, just crazy color schemes. This one here is called Castleberry White. It's fantastic. It just goes so well with everything that's going on in this house.
It's absolutely magnificent. So when it comes to color coordination, picking of the materials, do you work with the homeowner? Or is it the homeowner's decorator? How does this work in your process?
So with my experience, what I kind of do is I sit down with the homeowner and I ask them, like, what kind of colors you like? Are you into warm tones? Are you into cooler tones? We kind of help them along to make the decision, because sometimes they'll hire an interior decorator and the interior decorator will pick everything out, and at the end of it, they just hate it. And I'm not saying interior decorators don't know what they're doing, but sometimes they just kind of go overboard. So sometimes less is more. Like if you see this color scheme, it kind of, everything flows together.
Simple.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's interesting. What I noticed when I first walked in is typically, in my experience, when I walk into a fire job, a house that burned out, you're always like, do I smell smoke? This house smells brand new. It smells like there's never been anything here, and you built this from scratch. How do you achieve that?
So we pretty much took this house right down to the foundation, or the first floor decking. Joe and the crew, they got everything pulled out of here. They rebuilt the walls. The walls in here were so bowed that when you look down the side of them, you couldn't see a guy stand at the other end of the wall. I mean, because the wall, kind of bowed out and you wouldn't be able to see him. Joe got all the walls nice and straight. And then he put the second floor on. So he had all the floor joists going. And then my crew came in and they framed it in. So literally everything in this house is brand new. So, from the foundation to the roof and in between, everything is brand new.
So here we are in the great room of this brand new house that Brian rebuilt after a major fire here in Harrison Township. So Brian, just look at the kitchen, and now you're giving me a tour through here. This is the family room, great room?
It's a great room area. So the great thing about it is my team came in here and we had an awesome idea. If you look over to the right here, there was a wing wall that stuck out 3 feet, and then over to my right here, there was another wing wall that stuck out.
Metro Home Improvement does it all. From the back door to the front, Metro gives you what you want. From room to room and floor to floor, Metro really gives you more. Metro Home Improvement, your one-stop shop for all your needs, guaranteed.
Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Great show so far this morning. Brian Lee, Metro Home Improvement, in studio in the co-host chair today. Welcome back, Brian.
Hey, glad to be back, Adam.
You like the Jeep Ducks I got?
I love them.
I had a great meeting yesterday. I wanted to talk about this. We were talking about getting trades and finding good trades. And, one of the benefits of being part of Hire It Done is you have to literally, have your, what I would say.
Your ducks in a row.
Yeah, you got to have. Yeah, got to have your ducks in a row. So, contractors, by the way, if you're a contractor listening right now and you're looking to grow your business this year, whether you're kitchens, baths, room additions, concrete, electrical, plumbing, heating, cooling, handyman, siding, roofing, gutters, windows.
From the back door to the front.
From the back door to the front.
Room to room and floor to floor.
Room to room, floor to floor, everything within the four corners of your lot. We know it all here at Hire It Done. And, of course, Metro. But my point is, we're looking to add more contractors to the Hire It Done repertoire next year, but you have to be in a couple of things. One, if you're looking to grow your business, obviously, you should get a hold of us for sure. Go to hireitdone.com, click on, ask Adam, contact us, whatever. But you also have to be in business at least 5 years. You have to, it's funny. I had a meeting yesterday. These guys from Nelson Haynes Plumbing and Drain Cleaning. You ever heard of them?
Yeah. I sure have.
Give me these little yellow duckies. Anyways, they have like generations of drain cleaning family, basically. They're like original drain cleaners.
They're the original rooters?
Before Rooter. They're like the Nelson, power rodding people, things like that. Anyways, met them, good guys, like literally
the
good.
Rockefellers of drain rooting.
Yeah. No, they're just a really good family-owned business.
Yeah,
they were very prideful what they do. They were excited. They have a brand new power jetter. They wanted to show me
expensive piece of equipment.
Yeah, well, 6 figures, over $100,000.
Yeah,
like if you ever have like a problem with any of your drains, I'm telling you, we have this new company, Nelson Haynes Plumbing and Drain Cleaning. And what was good about it was I got to meet them and good people, just really straight up good people. They're looking to grow their business. They were excited. They asked me some great questions. How does it work? How do we get business? How do you promote us? How do we promote ourselves? And I say, look, you need one responsibility when you become part of Hire It Done. And they're like, that's it? I'm like, yeah. And I said, if you do this, all the rest falls into place. So Brian, and you've been doing this for years, so it doesn't, this isn't news to you. I got the yellow ducky. If anyone wants to watch us, you can see us. But for Brian, here's what I tell them. All you have to do if you're a contractor is have your homeowners brag about you. When I call up the homeowner and say, hey, you had Brian Lee come out and do a garage. You had Brian Lee do your basement. You had Nelson Haynes do your, clogged drains, clogged sewer line. The homeowner should be bragging about you. Adam, thank you. They came out. They were professional. They took care of business. There was a problem, but they solved it. Boom. Now, it may seem simple because, with the HGTV, with YouTube, with Google and AI today, everyone is an expert. They know more than us, right?
Right.
I built a house up north, so I'm an expert home builder. I should know everything. Why is this? Why is that?
Right.
You hear all that BS from these big mouths. Or, I'm going to be a con man. I'm going to teach you and sell you this, but then I'm going to switch and smoke and mirror it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And steal from my... I can't help myself. Where's Trevor when I need him? Anyways.
He's listening this morning.
Is he?
Yeah. Everybody. Are you kidding me?
So the whole point I'm making is to find a good contractor, literally, you don't have to go far when you go to hire done. Would you agree?
It's literally like our video and our jingle says, we're the one-stop shop. You're the one-stop shop. So I don't know why anyone would search outside the box, because you've already vetted them. You've seen their work. You've talked to homeowners that they've done work for. You've been through the process with them, and you know that they're going to stand behind their work. And if they don't, you stand behind it.
Right.
I mean, what else could you ask for?
Well, that's the whole point I'm trying to make here. 248-927-1985. That's the number if you want to text us a question. Hire Done is growing again. We had a really good second half of 2025.
Yep. 2026
is going to be amazing. We're going to be in 5 different markets. We're growing, back to a national show again. I think, we're setting everything up for success. I don't have a crystal ball. I wish I did. But again, for homeowners who are looking to get a roof that doesn't leak, if they're looking to get a room addition, if they're looking to get a kitchen, or they're looking to get their drains cleaned out and snaked out, we have it. We'll have it all from A to Z.
Yeah, you're covering
Front
all the
to back.
bases. Front to back. You're covering all the bases for everyone, right? So, hey, I need a new garage door. Boom, go to Hire It Done. There's the garage door guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, when people can do that and it's at their fingertips, that's like having the yellow pages back in the day where you have to flip through it and you go and look and you find a specific guy to do it and you have a category. Well, you already have those categories sorted out, and on top of that, you've got them vetted. The
best thing is, and we just launched the new Hire Done Net Radio, the new website. I've done 3 websites this year. The
iterations just keep getting better and better.
Meanwhile, 248-927-1985 got a text. It says, saying the city is corrupt is a problem with you not understanding the process it takes to change zoning ordinance. The zoning administrator works for the Planning and Zoning Commission, which consists of a board of people appointed. Let's see what this is. This is a nice Google answer. Someone did this. However, I have another to approve confide with 2/3 approval. The approved document takes 60 days after approval. Yeah, you misunderstood my my point about cities being corrupt. I'm telling you, Mr. 616, the city is corrupt, period. How do we know that? Brian, you and I both got phone calls and texts off the side saying, hey,
yeah,
don't name names, obviously.
Yeah, we're now going into that show, Private ID, detective series. Right. I'm just going to say that there were things that happened that aren't normal.
Right.
With a normal permitting process. Do I hate the city for it? No. Do I think that they could clean it up and things would go smoother if they did? Absolutely. It's just like everything else, right? They just have to, they got to jump on board and they have to move forward from the archaic ways that they're stuck in. That's it.
Yeah, but at the same time, it costs you money.
Yes.
They delayed and misappropriated and mismanaged and screwed up a project for a year.
13 and a half months. But again, who's
at no fault of your own. Well, exactly.
Well, let's put it this way. Every time I would submit something, it would take a week to 2 weeks before somebody would get back with me and say, oh, I need this. And then I'd submit that and it'd be 2 weeks later and say, oh, you're going to need this. Right? Instead of, why don't they review it all, come back to me and say, I need this, and this. And then you can have everything in and we can review it properly and we're good to go.
The incompetence is ridiculous. Okay. They didn't tell you about an architectural score that they were supposed to. Okay. They waited 8 months. I have the whole list. Okay. We had a news story about this. We were ready to drop.
Yeah,
they were incompetent. They were mismanaged. They were listening to somebody that had a month experience on the job who never returned calls. Am I right or wrong? Am I?
You're right.
Am
You're
I using
right. I mean,
hyperbole?
yeah, you're right. I mean, obviously you're right, but you know, in this grand scheme of things, we need to work through it, right? I'm trying to take the high road, right, and then work through it,
Yep.
and you know, build this lady a beautiful job, just as we designed. I mean, because if you remember correctly, it took a while to design this job to get exactly what she wanted.
Yeah, but you know what? That's design is different than we're ready to go. Let's
know.
do it. I got the price. In 13 months, how much did the price go up?
Probably
That's not fair to the homeowner.
Probably 30 to 40%.
Yeah. And so we were able to be smart and make some moves to offset some of that, but it doesn't matter. It's frustrating because the homeowner did everything right. We did everything right, but the incompetent city mismanaged, and then no one taking responsibility and everyone pointing the finger like, oh, it's not my fault. What are we doing? Right? I mean, am I exaggerating or what?
No,
or what?
no. I mean, you've got the timeline. You've been keeping the timeline since day one because you and I are partners on the project. We're running the project consecutively together. So I get it. I mean, luckily, I'm going to say this, knock on wood, I was able to negotiate the tariffs, the tariff prices on the materials,
Right?
because I'm buying in such volume with other jobs that I'm using that the lumber companies were like, hey, we'll go ahead and we'll help you out on this. We'll honor the original pricing, because when we first started, there were no tariffs.
You're 100% right. 248-927-1985. Text us if you have a question. This morning we got Brian Lee, Metro Home Improvement, in studio with me. We're bashing cities for being corrupt, and
I'm not. I'm just going to answer your questions. I got to work.
yeah, okay. No, I'm just saying we're not lying.
Well, again, we're not lying.
They
but
weren't
then,
honest. I went there myself and said, look, how can we make this smoother? How can we get you to respond? How can we do it? I went there on my own time, just outside of all this. And they're like, well, she's supposed to call back right away. And she's new. How about when we went to the first council meeting? The guy says, I didn't know this was here.
I
he
mean,
he was stuttering.
I have 146 billable hours that are involved in it, over the course of 13.
What's your hourly rate?
Ooh, can't do that on the radio.
Yeah, right.
All right, well,
Yeah, I can't do that on radio. I can't give away all my secrets, Adam. However, for $19.95, you can go ahead and purchase this today.
right. That's a good thing. By the way, shout out to Chuck Friedman. He's listening to the show right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. I got to get with him today. We are going to be doing a handicap ramp for his in-laws. I met with him on Wednesday.
Good guy.
Great people.
Yeah, you're really good.
Great
Guy.
people.
What kind of floor can be put down outside for weightlifting up to 300 pounds? You've done, gym floors. I built a gym in Royal Oak recently. But if you put, listen, you got deadlifting and you're dropping weights. There's really nothing that's going to, unless you do a weightlifting platform.
Oh, they make a compressed rubber floor that you can put down.
Yeah, well, they have the squares and they have the gym floor that you can buy in rolls.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
3/4 inch. Yeah.
Yeah. You just go to you got to go to a commercial flooring company and they're able to order it for you, and they can make it. I think it comes in a 12-foot roll.
You can also go to hiredone.com and one of us will do it, or email me and I'll help you. I have the information.
Compressed rubber.
Yeah, of course. Do you ever have a job where you have to replace the sewer line?
Yes. I'm on one right now.
Where at?
Lenox Township.
It's far.
Yeah. Well,
you go everywhere.
It's 5 minutes or 10 minutes from my house.
So, Ryan, where do you do work all over Metro Detroit?
Let's see. I'll close my eyes to put a map on the wall, throw a dart at it, and I'm there.
Okay, so Metro Detroit. So within 50 miles of your...
Yeah, what I try to do is I try to work within 40 to 50 miles of our centralized location. And then if I get calls that are further out and people need help, I'll go do it.
Okay, so like Northville, Novi?
Adam, I did a job in Traverse City.
Oh, you did?
Just to give you...
Oh, you did jobs in Florida too. I forgot about that.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, good.
Hey, if anybody's got work in Florida, I'm available.
Even better.
I like flip-flops. I like sandals, and I like shorts and a t-shirt. So I'm there.
Do you like Nelson Drain's plumbing?
I think that's awesome.
Do you love this little?
Yeah.
I met these guys yesterday. Travis.
There's so much I could do with that.
Yeah, good guy.
So many spinoffs with that. What the duck?
What the what?
What the duck?
Anyways, they're also part of a company called Acme Drains.
Yep. I've heard of Acme as well.
Powered by Nelson Haynes.
There
How
you
about that
go.
one? I met the old man. Okay.
The original.
Well, he's like 30 years in the business, and his,
Well, then he's not the original.
He's second generation. Third and fourth generation are there. His
Yeah.
fourth generation is like 6 years old, but I saw the kid on the job. He showed me pictures. Anyways, but long story short, I had a great time with these guys. We went to lunch, but I like meeting contractors, and I like asking them questions. How long are you doing this? What is your, stumbling blocks? I'm generally interested in learning about contractors, and these guys were really impressive. They took a lot of pride in what they do.
That's the key. You just literally provided the keys to the
Right?
Ferrari.
Meaning, look at cleaning drains. It's not sexy, but when you flush the toilets in your house and you hear that, bloop, bloop, and then all of a sudden stuff's coming out of the floor drains, and then tree roots are in from the street, and you're like, what do we do now? Then you call somebody off the internet, and they come with this camera, and they show you some video that's not even your house.
Right.
You ever see that?
Yep, I have.
You've heard of that scam. Well, these guys are legit. They come there with their solution-minded hats on. That means that they're there to solve it. And here's one of the things that I was impressed with. They're 24/7. They'll come out in the middle of the night.
When you're in a service business like that, and I'm going to say HVAC,
Yep.
plumbing, and electrical. When you're in a service business like that, you need to be 24/7. We are 24/7 as well, under the guise of restoration work, right?
Yeah.
If we have a fire, if we have a flood, if we have a storm, a tree falls on your house, something happens, you call me. I sleep with the phone right next to me. It goes off. I jump up. I look. I call back, or I answer it immediately, because you have a catastrophic event, and we're on our way.
Nelson Haynes Plumbing and Drain, these new guys, right? So one of the things that I like to do is I like to use every one of my trades on a job. Because for everyone out there, just so you know, Hire It Done is a referral service. I refer them. I vet the contractors. I do all the work. And then I distribute the business that comes through out to the contractor network. However, to keep my finger on the pulse of our industry and always stay ahead, lead, follow, or get out of the way, Brian, what do?
What do you mean? What do we do?
We lead.
You're asking me if I've never once had to think about that.
Yeah, well, we've worked with people that don't understand that.
Well, I mean, my version is a little more adjective laden, but yes, lead, follow, or get out of the way.
Correct. The adjectives on radio are tough. But here's
Yes, they
my
are.
point. My point being is that Nelson Haynes, they're brand new to Hire It Done, and I am going to be sending them business. And the guy gave me some, they're giving $50 off drain cleaning, $250 off hydrodratting, $100 off thawing water and sewer pipes. You got frozen pipes. These are your guys, right?
Right.
So the question is, and I didn't even ask him this, I got these coupons. Are they going to let me use them? Because I tell the contractors, oh, we'll give you a deal. No. I'm like, listen, I have to pay retail. I have to pick, because I can't have anyone like say, oh, Adam's using it, his whatever to get advice. I pay retail because I want to be able to say, look, these guys put booties on. They were aware of the surroundings. They cleaned up after themselves. They were professional. I want to see all this. Sometimes I have people hire them and I get the feedback, Anyways, anyone out there needs a drain snake, needs a new sewer line. I got lucky and found the guys. Nelson Haynes or Acme, powered by Nelson Haynes.
Do you think it's luck, or do you think that they found you because they know what's going on with Hire It Done and how Hire It Done has created a service?
Well, here's my answer to that. I didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on me.
Possible.
248-927-1985. If you want to text us in studio, we got Brian Lee, Metro Home Improvement. You want to clean your drains? Nelson Haynes cleans the drains. Their number 248-993-4422. In case anyone wants to know, I'm having a good time today. And by the way, do you know what else today is?
I would say it's Salt Sale Saturday.
Well. How did you know?
Well, I've only been with you 6 or 7 years and watched you about 4,000 times.
Listen, the guy, the king of water, Jared Beauchamp, he literally sells so much salt on Saturdays. Now, I'd like to take a lot of credit for it, but of course, people go in there and say, oh, I heard you on the radio. That's why I'm here. But you got to buy your salt from Beauchamp Water Treatment Solution, but I'm going to give you a little water fact of the week, okay? Hard water is a common issue in many homes, obviously, and it can have significant impact on your plumbing, appliances, and overall water quality. Nobody wants rust stains on their toilet bowls or in their sinks. But if you get a water softener and you invest in it, it's a luxury at first, but then it becomes the benefits outweigh the initial cost. And by the way, they're not expensive. Beauchamp is medium priced. I didn't realize I was a friend of mine called me the other day and he's like, "Hey Adam, I just got a water softener price from another company." And I don't want to say the name because I don't know them that well. And I'm like, "Well, why don't you just call my guys from Beauchamp?" He goes, "Well, that's why I was calling you. I wanted to make sure, should I call him?" I go, "Don't waste their time. If you're ready to buy and you think the price is fair, do it. But call me back and let me know what the price is." He called me back and he says, "Dude," he goes, "your guy was 30% less, super friendly, and can get it installed twice as fast." Like the other guy was like 3 weeks from now. Beauchamp was like, "Yeah, we'll be here next week." They were that good.
Do you think it's that they're that good? Which they are. We know they are because I know Jared.
Yeah.
He's a super nice guy.
Right.
Or do you think they're just extremely well organized? They're streamlined in what they do. And when they say they're going to do something, they get it into schedule and they get it done right away. They just don't push it off.
All of the above. I mean, all of the above. He's a professional.
He's a meticulous guy.
Clean water is paramount. It used to be a big deal, right? You see it like on TikTok, the kid's like, "Can I ask you a question on TikTok?" And they're like, "What?" When you say you drink from a hose, you ever see those? Like, what are you literally drinking from a hose?
Adam, that's what got me to the size I am. I drank from a hose. I just swelled up.
Right? I'm confused because we were, as kids, we drank from hose. I used to have those lawn darts. I'd throw them in the air and be like, try and stay under them and watch, and then dive out of the way at the last second. Have anyone ever been hit in the head with a lawn dart? They don't even sell them anymore.
Well, I have a set of
How about the warning labels?
I have
on
a set of lawn jarts at my mom's house somewhere up in the attic.
Okay, that's the Mandela effect. Lawn darts and lawn jarts.
Lawn jarts.
They were called jarts, but now they're called lawn darts. But it's like the whole thing. That don't even get me down the rabbit hole.
They were the best.
Right,
that game was the best. I could stand 9 houses down from my parents' house
Right.
and throw that thing in the air, and it would go right down to where we had the hoop.
Which is crazy.
I know.
It's unbelievable. But hey, what is what it is.
But just think of the things we had in the 80s that we don't have now.
Yeah.
Like common sense.
Let me ask Brian, has there been anything in the home improvement industry in the last, let's just go 3 to 5 years, or let's go post-COVID, from COVID forward, that has changed the industry that you feel, because look, you've been doing it 40 years. You've been selling dormers, additions, kitchens, baths. You're very good. You've sharpened your blade over these decades. What has changed, or what has helped you do a better job? Technology, communication, and then I'm going to follow up with a question. I'll tell you right now, what has harmed you? Is technology? Is it HGTV? Is it YouTube? Is it Google? Let's talk about that.
So at first, box stores were probably the worst thing that could have happened to us, because people would go into a box store and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, I could do this myself." And then they would go buy material. And then the next thing that would happen is I get a phone call because, they tried to put posts in and build a deck and they landed out in the driveway because it came apart, right?
Always.
Nobody walked them through it. There weren't really professionals there. So that was number one. But then we've evolved from there. So things that have helped us and have changed have been computerization, right? So we have a system where we can go in and we could track jobs and we can add people in there and we can track vendors and
You
things.
use those?
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question, because my opinion of those, they're only as good as the person using them.
Absolutely.
Right? There's CRMs that are off the shelf, and then there's the dummies who pay someone to try and create something from scratch today, and it's useless.
We're working on a CRM.
We could sell this to contractors for millions.
We're working on
Wolverine.
We're working on a CRM right now for ourselves. That
Why are you trying to hide your laugh?
because
You
I
can't
just
help it.
I know
If people
you're-
could read minds right now.
I know you're just off the rails.
By the way, you're the real rock star.
No, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. It means a lot coming from you, but I just try to do my part, right? The CRM that we're working on right now is what I call out of the box.
Yeah.
Meaning it's already been created, and the company that we're working with will tailor it to our business model for a fraction of the cost. So $199, we'll put this module in for you. $299, we'll set this whole entire module up for you on the accounting side. So for us, it's advantageous to work with them because they've already created the framework for it. And then all they do is they come to us, they sit with us, they say, what would you like to see? We tell them, they come back and they go, boom, 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 and it's all there. And it's $500 versus it's $230,000.
Interesting. And you know what? I agree. And I think, look, again, it comes down to what I think is it's only as good as a user.
Right. Absolutely. 100%.
That's one of the situations that we have to do.
What
do you do in the wintertime when you're building a house or renovations and there's a few things that need to get done? What I'd like to do is let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about, planning for the winter, planning for cold weather.
I got jobs going on right now. Yeah,
and then
for
let's
sure.
do a forecast for 2026.
Beautiful.
All right, we'll do that. My name's Adam Helfman. This is Hire It Done on 101 WRIF. Everything that rocks.
Metro Home Improvement does it all. From the back door to the front, Metro gives you what you want. From room to room and floor to floor, Metro really gives you more. Metro Home Improvement, your one-stop shop for all your needs, guaranteed.
So they came up with an idea, let's get rid of the wing walls, let's put a header in, let's span the header and open this room up into a really big, expansive, great room, dining room area. So there's really good fit, finish, and flow, which is what I always try to achieve on all my builds with my guys.
Okay, this is fabulous, by the way. That open look is really, really nice.
Yeah, they've got a lot of room for furniture. We did a custom fireplace that we built that was designed and done. Obviously, we've got a TV over it, so it opens the floor space up, and there's plenty of places where people can sit and gather and still be in the conversation of people in the kitchen.
I like the little techniques, the little niceties when you do these floating shelves.
Right.
I see you have a special light above there.
Absolutely, yeah. We put those little LED lights in, so if they want to put some things on there and they want to be able to light them up and turn all the main lights out, you'll still have some backlight.
Then you have the interesting fireplace here with your TV above.
Right.
And wasn't there some sort of feature here at one time?
Previously there was a big angled corner fireplace that was a gas fireplace, and it just took up way too much floor space in here. So we decided, let's yank that out. Let's just put a fireplace in like we do at Metro. We build these, and let's make this really nice and functional for the homeowners because they have a lot of parties. They have a lot of get-togethers, and they have a lot of people. Like the island that's built there is built to seat 8 people. The dining room, when the table goes in, that's for another 8. And then she's going to have room to put another table in here for another 6.
I like this open floor plan concept, especially for a family.
Right.
It's easy to maintain. It's easy to have company. And as you can see, everyone always revolves around the kitchen.
Right, yeah.
And I like how you took the kitchen and you blended the colors and you brought it in here because now it makes it one big open space, but you can also have separation when you need it.
Absolutely. Not only that, the homeowner was really involved with the whole entire process. Like I chose the color of the mantles, I chose the color of the shelves. However, she chose the light fixtures. And if you notice the wood on the light fixtures, they actually tie into the wood elements.
Yeah.
And then we built off of the floor. So we've got the floor that kind of goes throughout the whole entire house here. And our cabinets pick up well on the floor color, right? And another unique thing, if you were to look at the kitchen, you notice the island is a different color from the cabinets that are on the wall.
Correct.
And that's a big thing these days. People want multicolor.
Well, the contrast, but it ties together the light fixtures, the floor.
Right.
It's a very nice element that you've added, even with the windows and the trim around the windows.
Sure. Now, there's a story behind these. Previously, the windows that were in here were bumped all the way out flush. They had no sill whatsoever, and the blinds hung on the outside of the wall, and they came down the front of the wall. So what we did is we pushed the windows out. We created a pocket for mini blinds or blinds, right?
Metro Home Improvement does it all. shop for all your needs, guaranteed.
Welcome back. This is Hired Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Having a great hour with Brian Lee from Metro Home Improvement in studio. We've been talking all about contracting, tools in the toolbox. By the way, Brian, you know, we used to talk about, and this is a Glenn Hagee comment, the best tool in your toolbox is, the most important tool in your toolbox is your checkbook.
Correct.
Back in the day, I would agree with that all the time, but I think it's been trumped by
Time.
Time is the new currency. Right?
What's the efficiency of your time? What's it worth? What's
13
the
and a
value?
half months in the city of you know who.
Yeah.
The
Well,
worst corrupt city.
we
in
can't go
Michigan.
backwards. Let's go forward. Let's be positive.
Yeah, you can be all the positive you
Mr.
want.
Positive.
Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Greg Balteff, Mr. Positive.
Man, wow, he hasn't texted me today.
You know what?
Let's give him a free shout out.
You know how
anyways.
far back I go with Greg?
Is he a trainer at like Crunch Fitness or
I
something?
don't know. I don't know what Greg's doing, but I go back that far. 1986, 1987, I met him with the Kupitz twins, Mike and Tony,
I like the Koopas.
and John Hampton and
Danny McBride.
Danny McBride, the whole crew.
D.
yeah.
McBride.
Yeah. We used to see each other in the local watering holes.
I'll take it. Whatever it takes, right?
Yep.
Well, that's cool. So, Brian, let's figure this out then. What is the outlook for 2026 for Metro? And then give me your thoughts on the home improvement industry. But let's focus first on you and your company, what you're planning.
So in 2026, I've made a significant investment in growing, right? So I'm kind of seeing things from an indicative spectrum or an analysis here that 2026 is going to be on fire. And the reason I say that is from people that are reaching out to me and saying, hey, this is what we're doing. This is how we're going to do it in 2026. And there are things that are helping us to grow. So we're going to move to a new facility. We're having a new building built right now, 2,800 square foot building in Macomb Township. Everything's going to be under one roof. Warehouses, design studio, conference room, showroom, everything under one roof. State of the art. When I mean state of the art, all new electrical stuff. That's all top notch. We're having it wired for a podcast studio in-house. We're going to be taking our podcast studio from where it's at now off-site to being in-house again. I'm doing a VR board. So
For the listeners out there, tell everyone, give me a scenario where a VR board, first tell us what it is, but then give us a scenario, or I'll give you the scenario. You tell me how you're going to implement or deploy the VR board. I'm a homeowner. I want to do a kitchen addition. And I want you to knock the back wall of my house. I want to gut the kitchen and then build an addition and make it a larger kitchen area and stuff. So what's the VR board? What is it? And then how does that help me with my kitchen addition?
So what happens, I come out to your house and I take some sketches. I make
Okay.
some sketches. We go back to my office, and then those sketches then are projected on a 48 by 96 board on the wall. It's a whiteboard, and it brings it up to full size. What I mean by full size is it takes it from 1/4 inch scale to a full size scale on that board.
So people could see it like almost projected on the
Correct.
wall.
Right. So it'd be like you're watching a movie at the movie theater, right? It's projected through. Then what happens is they make a special pen, and you can go in there and you can draw things on there, and you can actually show the people what it looks like. And then you hit a button and it takes it to a 3D model.
It'll render it out.
Yep. It renders it for them. So then after we render it, they can do a bunch of things. They can video it with their camera. They can take a photograph of it. And then I'm buying a plotter.
You can print it out.
I'll have it in my own in my back room, right? I got a room there that I'm going to have all my
Print
copies.
room, the print room.
Right, a print room. I'm going to have a plotter, and I'll be able to print them out, a set of prints where they can actually physically take those home with them.
Yeah.
And they can walk through the
They'll
space.
take it, physically take it, and then they'll get other quotes from other contractors.
You
Let
know
'em-
what? To be honest with you, the way I look at it is like this. Do you guys want steak, or did you guys want Taco Bell?
Steak.
Yeah.
I got you.
I mean,
I understand that.
there's
that makes
nobody doing
perfect
what
sense.
we're doing and there's nobody investing in the equipment and nobody
Yeah.
investing in the technology to get them to where we're going.
Here we are, end of the year. We're wrapping up the year, but if someone says a hold of you, I already know you've got work lined up for next year.
Yeah.
People have called you, the people who called you over the late summer and the late fall, now all of a sudden are like, let's get started. You're planning for spring projects now.
Yeah, I got them on the books.
So if someone's thinking of having you come out, design a kitchen, a bath, a room addition, or even just a regular smaller job, how do they get a hold of you? Besides going to hireitdone.com.
So there's 3 ways to get a hold of me really that are very efficient. Number 1, go to hireitdone.com.
It's easy.
That's our bread and butter, right? That's our first way. Real simple. Go on there, click on the thing that you want, maybe a kitchen and bath or remodeling. We come right up. You can get me there. Number 2, you can go to my website, www.metrohomeimprovement.com. Click on that, fill out some information. We'll get back with you. We'll come see you. Number 3, you can reach me at my phone number, my cell, which I have everything transferred to me, 586-929-0224. And last but not least, there is a fourth, and I did forget about that. I'm remiss in this fact. You can go to YouTube and go to our YouTube channel, Metro Home Improvement.
Yep.
You can see the jobs before they're even built. You can see what we do and the quality of it.
Right. It's the best thing. People get a glimpse of what they're going to be dealing with when they see you.
Listen, the stuff that we're coming out with in 2026 that I cannot divulge yet because we're in the infancy stages will blow people's minds.
It's going to be exciting.
It'll blow their mind. Things
like
I'm doing, no one else does.
Well, that's important. Well, I appreciate that. And of course, listen, if you need any kind of contractor, go to hireitdone.com. If you're a contractor and you're listening and you want to grow your business next year, 2026, get a hold of me. We're looking for to add more really good contractors. Again, you have to be a 5-star contractor. You got to be in business at least 5 years, licensed, insured. We're going to call your customers. We're going to call your suppliers. Make sure you pay your bills. That's how you get on Hire It Done.
Are you still looking at jobs like you did?
Yeah, of course.
Are you still going on site?
Any contractor who joins Hire It Done, one of the requirements is I go visit a job site.
I remember you looked at ours when we first. I mean,
yeah.
And
I knew you were.
Can I say this too? Is that I filmed a lot of Brian's remodel projects, over the last year.
Yeah.
And I'm just amazed every time. People have their preconceived notions of, oh, it's just a kitchen remodel, a bathroom remodel. No, this is next level stuff. I've yet to walk into a project yet and not be blown away. Like we did a basement yesterday. It was the ultimate basement, renovation. It's beautiful. Unbelievable.
Thank you.
When do we get to see pictures of this? Oh, it's already
soon.
on social media.
The video is going out. He's working on the video cut. I've got pictures that I took yesterday. I was going to post last night, and I'm thinking to myself, why would I do that? Because when you see the video shot in 8K, the way that he did it yesterday, and I haven't seen the video, but when he puts that out, it'll blow you away.
Well, there you go. Listen, so people love home improvement, right? America's addicted to home improvement. The key here is we are the do-it-for-me people. We're not against do-it-yourself. Everyone loves DIY, but if you want to hire a contractor or you want to do the job right, you got to go with a pro. You got to go with someone experienced. You got to go with someone that knows and made the mistakes in the past so they don't make it on your dime. That's the point, my friends. That's why Hire It Done is so important for our listeners.
It goes back to the old adage. I'm going to tell you this, and everybody probably who enjoys certain things should go by this adage. You find a job you love and you'll never work a day in your life, right? You and I, we live, we breathe, we eat, we sleep. Home improvement, right? We're on trends constantly. We're trying to find the newest, latest things. We're trying to get educated on everything we can. We're certified in everything that we do. I've got more certifications than a surgeon. And it's ridiculous how many you have to have.
One of the best things about your company, Brian, is you're not the most expensive. You have the most experience. And I have a lot of contractors that I deal with all the time, as you know. And we have some great design build contractors, Simmons & Co., great company out of the Commerce area. She's amazing. You've seen the but the experience that you bring to the table is pretty much unrivaled. And the other thing I noticed that you haven't talked about as we is that you bringing in your family.
Yes.
Trevor.
Yep.
Nick,
Trevor, Nick. Yep.
You know,
I
you got to give a shout out to Joe Marquez.
Yeah, Big Joe. He's listening this morning.
He cut the hole in my
Oh
a
yeah,
desk.
that's right.
See that? This desk is powered by
Metro Home Improvement.
Metro Home Improvement.
I'm glad we could help.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Thank
were
you.
we in the middle of the road? Were we the lowest? Were we in the middle of the road or the
Oh,
highest?
I got 17 quotes. Yeah, I got 17 people out here give me the
Absolutely.
question, you know.
So to answer your question with
Yeah.
that, the reason that we're in the middle of the road is because I look at things like this.
Yeah.
People work very hard for their money.
Yeah.
Right. Very hard. In today's day and age, with the cost of goods and services and the way things are going, you got kids in sports, you got all these extracurricular activities, food prices have went up, gasoline's went up, insurances went up, every single thing has went up. If I can hold the line
Yep.
and give a homeowner exactly what they want and fit it within their budget and be fair priced and solution minded,
Perfect.
that's where I need to be.
So last quick question. What is a message to the homeowners who are listening, who are thinking about getting a room addition or a bigger project kitchen? What would you like them to know before they call you? Be prepared for what costs or time is valuable. Do your homework. Because, you know, people go on the internet and they type in room addition and they go to Pinterest or whatever, and they get, it's called information overload. It creates a little bit of anxiety. I deal with it a lot with homeowners who call me and ask me questions, and I'm like, well, how much research? And like, well, I did this, I did that, and I'm like, oh, it's killing them. For you, what do you want homeowners? What's your message to homeowners today?
People don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. And what I mean by that is you can look at everything and get ideas. But when I come out there, that doesn't mean it's going to fit within the parameters
Right.
of the space that you have. And it doesn't mean that I can make it work, right?
Of course.
So come up with some ideas, write them down, and give me a wish list and a want list. Okay.
Right up
If you
there.
give me those, a wish list and a want list, then we can work to make it work for you. Right. So knowing that we're going to spend the time with you and we're going to give you everything that we possibly can for the price where you want to be is just how we work.
Okay. I mean, I like that. And that's totally fair. It's totally fair. What do you do like when you're building a house, remodeling it with homeowners, and you're at the end? You have a walkthrough, final walkthrough?
We have what's called a project checklist, right? At the end. So we go over things like the problem with people is when you're building at their home, you're doing things like, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I go, I'm not done. You got to let me get to that point. Let me get it finished. And then at the end, we're going to have a walkthrough, or you can walk through and give me a punch list.
Right.
And then I punch list out those items and we get it all done. Right.
Okay.
Very simple.
So the last, and then you get the last payment. And then if there's a problem 3 months from now, 5 months from now, 5 years from
I
now.
have a 5-year guarantee.
Okay, got it.
As long
I
as they
love
don't
that.
mess with it and they call me, I'll take care of it.
Brian Lee, Metro Home Improvement. Thanks for coming on the show as usual.
Thank you for having
Holler.
me. It's always a pleasure.
My name's Adam Helfman. This is Hire It Done. I appreciate and want to let you know how grateful I am that you tune into WRAF 101.1, everything that rocks. Find us on all social media. Visit hireitdone.com. And I want to thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.